wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Prescott off play action. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action. When all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jacob Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go play action here. Mon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mond looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Prescott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Elliott running right. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jacob Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
His kick is good.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Off the play fake, Mond. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Elliott, toss right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try the option on 3rd down. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Vikings pick up the football. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mond. Airing it out deep for Smith. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 19 yards that time for number 19. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's good. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Mon. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd and 1, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Oh, wide open, complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Mon going to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's out right at the 25. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Second down at the 25-yard line.
Mond out of the shotgun. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Starting the third quarter with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, it's Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 38. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Mond. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mond now off of play action. He'll buy some time right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
The 16-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, it's Cook again. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
In less than a yard.
They'll go with a keeper, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Again, it's Cook.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Prescott throw here, held in by Cup.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Steps away. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Draw play, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Vikings 10.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Vikings 10. Greg Zuerlein, the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On second down, Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Prescott's going to keep this. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Open man right side is cut, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Back to the air, Mond. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A give to Elliott. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 141 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
The 6-yard line.
Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. It's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Herb Smith Jr. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action here. Mond out to his left. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mond looks to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Cook, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
24-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mond. And it's caught. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put